the idea is to develop discipline in writing answers, especially focusing on ethics. Why? Most of the time they end up writing very generic answers like any other general studies paper without actually focusing on the demand of an ethics paper, where this kind of flow in your ethics will ensure that you get maximum marks in ethics. And take about 8 minutes if it is a 10-marker question. You take about 15 minutes if it is a 20-marker question. Hello everyone, welcome to Mentors for IAS. This is Ethics at 8, where we discuss important concepts and previous year questions relating to ethics paper. Hi, I'm Dr. Arjun Bopanna from Mentors for IAS. So these initiatives by Mentors for IAS will help you to enhance your knowledge on ethics. It will help you to score better, improve your scores in ethics, as well as, we will be providing you several examples and case studies which can help you add value to your answers. So in this season, let's see what all we will be discussing. Okay, so we will be, basically this is an answer writing challenge on ethics. So the idea is to develop discipline in writing answers, especially focusing on ethics. Why ethics? Because it's a very easy subject to score very good marks, but at the same time, many students find it very challenging because either they are not able to address the real demand of the question, or they don't know how to write an ethics answer. Most of the time they end up writing very generic answers like any other general studies paper without actually focusing on the demand of an ethics paper, where you'll have to write ethical terms, values, concepts relating to ethics, enhance your answers with good case studies, examples, etc. So they find it very challenging. So we at Mentors for IAS decided to bring a sense of discipline every day for the next 30-40 days. If you practice one question every day, you will be able to enhance your scores in ethics. So that's the whole objective of this particular program. So we will be doing videos and posting them in our YouTube channel every day at 8 o'clock. And this will help you to improve your answers. It will also help you to enhance your concepts and add value to your content, like case studies, examples, etc. And this will be done through solving previous year questions. Whom will this particular sessions or videos help? So somebody who is giving exam this year, mains examination this year, who want to keep consistently writing answers on ethics and improve their answers. At the same time, it is also going to help somebody who is planning to write mains next year, because by solving these questions or getting awareness about the previous year questions, you will be able to understand how questions are asked, what topics you need to focus. So when you start preparing for ethics, when you start reading ethics books or attend ethics classes, you'll know exactly what you need to focus on, what are the important areas, how or what kind of information you need to remember, etc. So basically, anybody who is preparing for civil services UPSC examination, I'm sure these videos will help you. How can you make the best use of these videos? So myself and my team, my colleagues, we will be putting up just one question in these videos. Every video will contain one question. You read that question, okay, understand that question. So I will explain that question, then we will break down the question into a structure format. Then you pause the video, okay? So you pause the video and take about 8 minutes if it is a 10-marker question. You take about 15 minutes if it is a 20-marker question. I want you to write, I'm repeating again, I want you to write these answers, okay? And then replay the video, okay? So pause, write the answer, and then replay it, and then compare your answer, right? Compare your answer with what discussion we do, all right? So this will help you to identify yourself actively what mistakes you are doing, how to enhance your answers, what value addition you can do. There will be some value addition examples, case studies that we will be providing you in these videos. So make sure that you pause that, copy that in your book, in your book or material on ethics, so that you can use it, recycle those information in some other answer. So I'm sure it is going to be really useful. So for the next 30 to 40 days, we will be solving one question on ethics. Let's build that discipline. Let's make sure that consistently you improve your score. So every answer, if you are able to improve your scores by just 1 or 2 marks from what you would have otherwise got, just imagine for the entire, like around 15, 16 marks extra you're going to get by just simply giving about 10 to 15 minutes of your day by watching these videos. So let's start with our first question in the first video. Okay, so the first question is what was asked in last year 2023 ethics paper. So let's see the question. What do you understand by moral integrity and professional efficiency in context of corporate governance in India? Illustrate with suitable example. So if you have seen previous year question, most of the questions will contain this idea that you have to write examples. You have to write or justify your arguments with examples. So therefore, friends, make sure that you have a list of good examples that you can use, ready-made examples that you can use in the examination. Okay, so let's try to solve this particular question. Okay, so this question is basically asking you moral integrity, okay, being ethical, and professional efficiency, being professional, being ethical as well as being professional in context of corporate governance. So on one hand, we have, our actions needs to be ethical, needs to be moral, needs to abide by values, certain core values. At the same time, we need to have the skills. We need to be professional, be efficient, be effective in our actions, right? So both help us to be a better individual from an individual point of view. Now, when you apply it to governance, a company, okay, so how being ethical is important for good governance of companies, ethical governance or good governance of corporates, and at the same time, being professional, having the skills, having the managerial system is also important. So that is what you need to bring out in your answer. Also, please remember, don't just simply focus from a company as an organization point of view, but company is made up of people. So also make sure you talk about the people who are part of this organization. So how the employees, how the owners of the company, okay, also need to be ethical, need to be also professionally efficient. So all that has to also be brought out in your answer. So your structure should be like this. What is, or define what is ethical conduct or moral integrity, what is moral integrity within the corporate governance point of view, as well as what is professional efficiency. You can define it. So that can be your introduction. Or you can simply define what is corporate governance, what is its importance, or why is it necessary. Something like that can be your introduction. So corporate governance can be your introduction, or just simply defining the two terms that has been mentioned in your question. Then why is it important? Give example, because the question is not being very specific. What do you understand by it? Now, what do you understand meaning you have to define it. Maybe you have to write its features. Maybe you have to write its outcome. Matlab, if you implement it, what is it going to lead to? What are its challenges? Everything about it needs to be written. And then you need to write all of this with examples. In the conclusion, you can talk about how successful business needs both integrity as well as professionalism. So that can be your conclusion. Is that okay? So try to attempt this question. Pause the video now and write it for about 7 to 8 minutes. Okay? Let's see how your answers will be. Okay, I hope all of you have written the answer for this particular question. So as we discussed earlier, the structure is very simple. What? Define or give the context of corporate governance in India. Why is moral integrity important? What is it? Why is it important? Give examples, specific examples from Indian corporate environment field. Okay, please remember, you need to write it from an individual point of view. Okay, from a corporate point of view, from a society's point of view. So think about all these dimensions. Is that okay? Don't just focus on only one single dimension. All right, so that can be your answer. Okay, then failure of moral integrity, what happens, etc. Give examples, and in the conclusion, how we need to balance both of them, that can be added over here. So now let's see. I mean, I have put up this answer in the table format. You can explain this in paragraph format. After defining what is corporate governance in Indian context, you define what is moral integrity. See, moral integrity is basically focus on incorporating ethical conduct, value system, that is foundational values in corporate governance, having moral conduct in corporate governance. All of that ensures moral integrity. On the other hand, professional efficiency is mainly focused on how the corporate governance should ensure that they achieve organizational objective, mainly to make profits for the growth of the organization, etc. So effective performance of duties, management of its resources efficiently so that they will be able to save, make profit, etc. To achieve organizational objectives, whatever it is. What is the objective? Ultimately, in a private setup, ultimate objective is to make profits. But at the same time, it can also take into account the objectives of various stakeholders, right? From the employees' point of view, owners, as well as the societal point of view, etc. It is skill-oriented, like developing new skills, cutting-edge skills, technology, and those aspects, operational excellence, etc. Whereas when you talk about moral integrity, it talks about, adherence to these ethical principles, values, the code of ethics, etc. Honesty, fairness, equality, justice, transparency. Okay, not just about the employees, but also fairness and justice towards the society, etc. So that is moral integrity. So the main scope of it is ethical decision making. The scope of moral integrity in a corporate governance is associated with ethical decision making, compliance with its laws, rules, regulations, code of ethics, and other things. Whereas, professional ethics, mainly its scope is on operational excellence, strategic planning, execution, performance management, etc. See, these are the keywords. You need to elaborate it a little bit when you're explaining, when you're writing your answers. But make sure all these keywords are there in your answer. Okay, so outcome of it. What is the outcome? A company which is ethical in its conduct. Okay, the owners of the business, if they are ethical, they earn trust from the stakeholders, from its employees, from the people, from its consumers, from its customers. Okay, they build reputation, a brand, harmony with the stakeholders, sustainability with the environment, with the society, sustainability. So that's the outcome of moral integrity. Okay, so whereas when a corporate is having professional efficiency, achieving business goal, profits, efficiency and effectiveness, productivity, growth, and competitiveness. If you realize a company needs to have both, needs to be moral, at the same time needs to be professional. If one of them is lacking, then a company will not grow and will not be able to be sustainable, not be able to be profit on a long run. This is how you are going to conclude your answer also. A balance of both is necessary, right? So that is what it is. Now, when you're talking about examples, you can use both, like how when a company is unethical, right? Or does not have moral integrity, what's the problem? When it is not having professional skills, what is the problem? Okay, when it has, how it helps the business overall. right? So those things like you can give obviously Tata Groups, Infosys, etc. In professional efficiency, Infosys and Reliance, how Reliance Industries are known to effectively manage its resources and strategically execute its policies. And today it is one of the largest companies in the world, not just in India, across the world. Same way Infosys also, how it has become a global leader in information and communication technology. So like this, using, professional ethics and Tata, Infosys, such kind of organizations, through their ethical conduct, through their moral integrity, has built a brand and trust among the people. Okay, but at the same time, companies which fail to be having moral integrity, like Satyam Computers, okay, they have collapsed. Okay, like Sahara, they have collapsed. Okay, when a company is professionally inefficient, they have also suffered losses and had to close. Like, for example, the Kingfisher Airlines have failed because of operational inefficiency. So such kind of an example. Now, write down these examples. These you can probably write on your own, but the examples, ready-made examples, will help you to enhance your answers. Okay, so this is what you need to write. One page on moral integrity, one page on professional integrity of corporate governance and how it helps various stakeholders from various stakeholder point of view, from various ethical point of view, you need to write. Make sure your answer is not just general, but very specific to ethics. Okay, so the words that are mentioned in the syllabus needs to be incorporated in your answer. So if you are going to conclude, I've also seen many students find it difficult to conclude their answers. So I will try to also provide you these sample conclusions so that you will be able to use this, recycle it wherever possible. So a sample conclusion in this context would be that both elements, that is moral integrity and professionalism, is crucial for the sustainable corporate governance, with moral integrity ensuring ethical foundation and professional efficiency driving company success and growth. So something like that can be used to conclude your answer. So make sure you see and read your answer, and wherever you find shortcomings, you try to make a mental note of these things and make sure you correct it the next time you write your answer. This kind of flow in your ethics will ensure that you get maximum marks in ethics. Okay, I hope this video is useful. We will come up with similar videos tomorrow. So every day, ethics at 8 will help you to build discipline in answer writing with ethics. Okay, thank you for watching Mentors for IAS. Have a good day.